On one of our road trips a couple years back, we stumbled upon Shark Fin Cove. Ever since then, this small beach has become a regular stop anytime we're heading up Highway 1. Right above the beach, you will find a nice wide shoulder to park on that has room for at least 10 cars. The most crowded that we've ever seen this beach was 2 groups besides us, so there should be plenty of parking for you. Even though this isn't technically a hike, you are still definitely going to want to bring shoes with plenty of traction because you have to go down a very steep hill to get to the beach. Right after you cross the decommissioned train tracks, the shark fin that the beach is named after should start to come into view. This is easily one of the most beautiful beaches that we've found in Northern California so far. But you are going to have to work for it if you want to enjoy all of its beauty. Here is another view of that hill that you're going to have to climb down to get to the sand. The only downside to Shark Fin Cove, to no fault of its own, is that there is unfortunately a lot of graffiti down there. If you plan on visiting, be sure to practice leave no trace principles and maybe even leave the place looking a little better than you found it like we do in a second. If this downhill looks too slippery for you, there are some other options. You might not get to enjoy everything this beach has to offer, but there are a couple of trails up at the top that take you to overlooks of the shark fin. Just to give you an idea of how slippery this hill is, Bee's wearing her La Sportiva canyoneering shoes that have a ton of traction, and she still slipped going down the hill. Once you get down to the beach, there are several things to check out. The first one that you'll see on the right is an old mining tunnel. We've never actually gone in because it's dark and full of water, but supposedly it goes in for quite a ways, so we'll have to check that out next time. Next is of course the shark fin, which is the star of the show. The shark fin itself is cool enough, but the fact that it's tucked so perfectly into this cove makes it just that much more scenic. The last cool thing to check out here is the sea cave. There are actually 2. You can see the one off in the distance here, but the tide has never been low enough to let us get over and explore it. I'm not sure if the tide gets any lower than this because it's looked like this on both of our visits. When it gets high, however, you might not be able to access this sea cave. I have seen some pictures online where this cave was almost completely underwater. This cave is one of our favorite spots at Shark Fin Cove. We love how when you walk through the cave, this beautiful view of the cove opens up right in front of you. And if you mix that with the sound of the crashing waves, you have the perfect spot to stop and relax for a while. After spending some time enjoying the beautiful views and ocean vibes, it was time to head back up the hill so we could check out some of the other viewpoints. Luckily, climbing back up the hill does seem a little bit easier than coming down. But the climb up definitely does make for a good tiny workout. Once you get up to the top, you have either the option to go right or left. There are trails on both sides. We decided to go to the right. If you are very lucky, you might even be able to see some naked ladies on the hill above the beach. Don't get too excited, people. These pink flowers are called naked ladies. As I had mentioned earlier, if you don't want to go down that hill, you still have the opportunity of some really nice views, and this is one of them. As you can see here, there are trails on the other side, so if you really want to explore the area, you could spend some serious time here. On the way back from the viewpoint, V and I couldn't help but be a little bit irritated by all of the trash that we had seen at the beach that day. We decided that it was time to take action and we were going to do our own miniature beach cleanup. With the help of her trusty stick, V was able to get rid of this disgusting sock and a couple other pieces of trash. But we weren't done just yet because we did notice that there was some trash down on the actual beach. After a small sword fight, V had unfortunately lost her cleanup stick, but we found her another one. It's really unfortunate that people would see a beautiful place like this and just figure that they would leave their trash all over the place. But it felt pretty good doing our part to make sure that this place is beautiful for everyone's enjoyment in the future. By the time we were done, we had removed 2 shopping bags full of trash from this beautiful beach. Hopefully we can help inspire others to do the same. It doesn't take much time and it makes a huge difference. Well, that is going to do it for our video from the beautiful Shark Fin Cove on the coast of Northern California. Be sure to stay tuned because over the next couple weeks we are going to be heading even further up the coast and hitting a lot of great spots. You definitely do not want to miss it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because that is by far the best things that you can do to support this channel. Check us out on Instagram at @thatadventurelife_official, and for all the information about Shark Fin Cove as well as other awesome things to do in California, head on over to thatadventurelife.com.